Hey there, beauties. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Naturally Liz, and on this channel, I talk about beauty content, mostly fragrances. Whether this is your first time watching or you're returning, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly do appreciate you. In today's video, you guys, I am going to be sharing with you my highlights from January and also how the fragrance shop in my stash worked. Let you guys know about that. And we're going to be, I'll show you what's on the February fragrance tray. So if you guys are interested in hearing what I have, grab yourself something to drink. I have some water and let's get into this video. So before we get into the video, guys, if you are new, I always start my videos off with something positive or an affirmation. And I usually get it from the internet, but you guys, if you don't know, I'm a Christian and this has been going in my head all day. It's from a song called More Than Able from Elevation Church. And I believe it's also a verse in the Bible. And it just simply says, who am I to deny what the Lord can do? And just as I'm speaking it, I want to start preaching to y'all, but that's not what y'all here for. But look, I'll link the song More Than Able down below just in case you don't know it. That has been in my spirit. It has been. Last week, y'all, was just crazy. It was really emotional. I've had just so many feelings going on. I'm tired. It's just been a lot happening. And just that verse right there, who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Let me stop and just get into the video. Now, you guys, if you're new to the channel, last month, I did my January tray and I started shopping my stash. Thank you to Denise Adora here on YouTube. And that was actually successful for me. Last month, it was just great because I was able to experience a lot of fragrances that I have that's been sitting in my closet like it was the very first time. And let me tell y'all, it was just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to start off with my most complimented fragrances, and then I'll show you my favorites from January before we get into February tray. So the most complimented fragrance, I'll start off with this one right here, which is M. Micallef's Note Vanille Nectar. This one, you guys, I wore this to the dentist, and I know who wears this to the dentist? Me. I didn't overspray, but the dental assistant that was working on my mouth and the other lady that came in there, the lady came in there, she said, oh my God, someone smells good. What is that? And I said, oh, that's me. She said, what are you wearing? She said, Bath and Body Works. I said, no, it's called Note Vanille Nectar from M. Micallef. And they both were like, what, the what, the what? I said, Note Vanille Nectar from M. Micallef. And she said, no, never mind. The name was too much. And then she's like, but you smell amazing. And I got a couple of other compliments that day too. Yes, this absolutely smells amazing. It's very boozy. It has vanilla in it. It has some citrus notes in the opener, which I really don't get too much of those. I get more of the booze and vanilla here. I think it's cognac and rum. However, you guys, like as much as I love this fragrance, I need to wear it again because when I wore it, it was when I started really getting sensory overload from all of the gourmands I was wearing. And I felt like it was giving me a headache. So I need to give this fragrance more of another chance because I was thinking to myself, like, I don't like this fragrance. And it's not that I don't like it. I just was getting overwhelmed from all the gourmands I have now. Also, this reminds me of Kayali's Vanilla Royale. They smell so much alike to me till I don't think I need both of those fragrances. So I think I need to compare them and decide, do they smell so much alike that I don't need both of them? That's what I'm going to be doing. So we'll see. Now, the other most complimented fragrance was the one that my brother said smells like a woman from 1983. And this is Narciso, the name, y'all. Let me read it. Mus Noir Rose for Her. This is the one right here. the men go crazy for this, except for my brother. He didn't say he hated it, but he did say it smells like a woman from 1983, which I kind of get what he's saying. I think it's the muskiness in this fragrance, but my husband lost his mind when I sprayed this fragrance. He held it to the lights like, what is that? Oh my God, what are you wearing? And I was like, geez. And then I went to work, and one of the men I helped, he was like, oh my God, you smell so good. I was like, okay, sir, thank you. So yes, the compliments come from the men when I wear this fragrance. They really seem to be drawn to this fragrance. This is not one of my favorite fragrances, but it is growing on me. Like, I never hated it, but I never saw the hype. However, it's growing on me. So when your partner compliments you, sometimes you take notice to fragrances. And I don't know if I was influenced by that or it's just growing on me. But in either case, the men love this fragrance, except for Michael. Maybe if we were in 1983, I don't know. Okay, now we're going to go with my favorites from the month of January, like the fragrances that really grabbed me, the fragrances that I thought about, that I wanted to wear over and over and over again. So I'll start with the newest one to my collection, one of the newer ones, and this is Nabras. And this fragrance right here, I love it. Like, what do you say about a fragrance that's perfection? To me, this is perfection. It is Eilish, but a thicker, heavier version of Eilish. You have the red berries and the cacao and the vanilla and mandarin orange, I believe. There's supposed to be rose in here. I smell none of that. I smell a delicious, sensual fragrance. It is so good. Compliment getter for sure. And this is one I love it. Absolutely love it. Like, and the price, come through. Come through, Lattafa. We love a good fragrance for a good price. So the next one, you guys, well, actually the next two are combos. Actually, this by itself got a lot of wear for me, and this is Young Pistachio from Kayali, but I paired it a lot with This Is Her from Zadig and Voltaire, and I mentioned this in another video. Y'all, the chokehold, like the strangulation, this one right here, I wore this so much because it was comforting to me. It was like a nice hug. It was sweet. I just feel like they complement each other so well, these two. Like, oh my gosh. I love this. And I love this. And I know most people wear Young Pistachio like in the warmer months, but this is an all year round fragrance for me. And I just absolutely love it. So this was one of my favorite combos in January. And then the other one I actually don't have in front of me, but it is the Philosophy Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere Lotion paired with the Brown Sugar Babe Cloud 9 oil. Let me tell y'all, not all significant others want to smell perfume on someone when they go to bed. And I try to be kind when I go to bed. So I just paired those two together because it was the lotion and the oil, and he actually loved it. I loved it because it's not loud. And the two of those together, you have two sweet vanillas. Then you have the marshmallow from the Cloud 9 oil. And then both of them have woody notes in the base. And they're not too loud. It was just like the perfect combo for around the house. If you want to smell good, but you don't want to overdo it. If you have both of those, I highly recommend getting your hands on them because they are both amazing. And then while we're talking about Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere, the perfume just really stole my heart. Like, I just don't remember it being this good. It's absolutely gorgeous. I will stand by what I say, that this reminds me a lot of Devotion. It really, really does. If you have the two and you smelled them, please comment down below if you agree. But this doesn't have that orange blossom and the candy lemon. It's the vanilla in here that really reminds me of. This is just perfection. Absolute perfection. It's $54, you guys. It used to be $45, but we know prices have gone up, and this is no exception. But it's so, oh my God, it's so beautiful. This was one of my favorites in the month of January. And then my absolute favorite, wait a minute, let me get to this one first. Letta Oris 22. This was another favorite in the month of January. I love this fragrance. When I got overwhelmed with all the gourmands, this was a lifesaver. It has this lipsticky vibe to it a little bit. Buttery, powdery, clean smelling fragrance. It's almost hard to describe, but if you don't want to wear anything heavy, but you still want to smell good, or if you don't want to overwhelm anyone, oh, this is perfection. If you work in healthcare like I do, this is a winner for sure. I love it. So that was another favorite. And then this one right here was my absolute favorite, like my all-time favorite this month from Shopping My Stash. Rouge Smoking from BDK. Y'all, if I wasn't wearing it, I was sniffing it. I don't think it was this good when I purchased it. I honestly don't. I love it. Yes, we still have that. To me, it's like a cherry Coke float. Instead of a root beer float, a cherry Coke float with some nuttiness to it and some powderiness and some spice. This fragrance was not spicy when I first purchased it. If it was spicy, I didn't smell it, but I definitely smell it now. And it's just gorgeous. It's addictive, and it could be a signature scent for me, at least right now. Like, I could easily wear it all the time. I love this fragrance. I'm so glad I started Shopping My Stash. Denise, if you're watching, thank you, because I needed this. This is the fragrance I had that I didn't know I needed. So, yay. I had a successful month. I love doing the tray, you guys. Like, I wore every single fragrance I had on my tray. I was actually able to stay disciplined and committed. And for me, staying disciplined and committed is two words that I'm using in my fragrance vocabulary this year. Like, I'm trying really hard not to just spend, and to be committed to what I have. Not to say I'm not going to buy new fragrances, because I am, but I have a really bad habit of just, what's on sale? Who got that? No. We're staying disciplined and committed to the cause. So February, we have more fragrances. Some are newer, some we're shopping the stash. So let's get into it. Scent of the day, you guys. I forgot to tell you. Let me know what you're wearing today. Y'all, your girl smells good. When I say I smell good, I smell good. I've been getting complimented all day. All day. My granddaughter had her sweet 16 today, and the compliments were flying. And then I went to the grocery store and I was complimented, which I'll tell you about later because the video will be too long if I start rambling on. But scent of the day is, we started off with the Kama Sutra oil from Skin Potions. We put on, as in me, I put on this Infinity Rose from Maison Alhambra. And if you can't tell, y'all, this is an inspired version of Atomic Rose. And oh, this is given everything. I love this fragrance. And then I topped it off with Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper from Kayali. Stop playing. Stop playing with the combo. I'm patting myself on the back. That's what I'm doing, because that was fire. So if you have Atomic Rose, if you have Infinity Rose, whatever you have, and you have this, and you have the Kama Sutra oil, layer them together and let me know how it works for you. I promise you. I'm not going to promise you, because not everybody comments. But you should get a comment. Somebody needs to tell you you smell good, doggone it. This is on the February tray. And I'm sorry, I just can't get enough of this fragrance. Yes, the rose in here kind of gives Delina vibes, but this fragrance is so much more than that. And you know where this really gets me is in a dry down, because there's vanilla and it smells like amber to me. And it's just such a beautiful combination with the rose, because the rose never goes away. It stays and stays and stays. This is a very long-lasting fragrance, and I just purchased it, so I'm expecting some changes to come in this fragrance. I think there's supposed to be some pink pepper in here. I don't smell it, but I'm hoping that it comes through. There's also some heliodone. I think that's what they said. And not really familiar with that note, but the fragrance is beautiful, you guys. $21 on Amazon. When you get a deal and you smell amazing, don't you just feel like you've accomplished so much in your perfume life? Like, come through. So yeah, say what you say what you want to say about Middle Eastern fragrances, but I'm gonna smell good. And if I don't have to pay a lot of money all the time, then I'm not going to. Okay, while we're on the Middle Eastern fragrances, you guys, another fragrance from the tray is Ivory Musk from Intro. And yes, this is an inspired version of Musk Therapy. I actually wore this yesterday, and I layered it with this Bom Dia, the Brazilian Crush Bom Dia. Lord have mercy, I can't think right now. It's the Cheirosa 40 Bom Dia spray. And y'all, this right here, compliments were flying. I smell really, really good. And this is one of those combos where you smell good, but you're not doing too much. This one, y'all, is strong. This little sucker is strong, and it lasts all day long. It's clean, it's musky, it's creamy, and it reminds me a little bit of the Mont Blanc signature, but I'm not saying they're dupes. And then when you add this, add that extra fruitiness, the creaminess. This is plum, this is vanilla. I think there's some jasmine in here. It smells so good. Wait, this says black amber, plum, and vanilla woods. This is always in my top whatever for life. 10, 5, I need this forever. Every time I smell it, it smells so good. I have the body cream. I have the shower gel. Now I need the body scrub, which I'll have soon, but this is an amazing combo, and I'm definitely going to be wearing it in February. I also plan on wearing Valentina Donna Born Aroma Intense. I don't wear this fragrance enough. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I need to get reacquainted with this. And I'm thinking about, actually, while I'm thinking, maybe I'll layer this with this and the body cream to see how that goes. But we're wearing this in February, and this is a contender for me for Valentine's Day. So you guys, while I'm talking, I tried to do a mixture of fragrances for the tray this month. I didn't want too many gourmands or anything like that. I wanted a good variety to keep me from getting overwhelmed. So we have here, while we're talking about gourmands, is Delicious Black Powder from the House of Joussette. I rave about this fragrance because I think it is one of the best chocolate fragrances I've ever smelled. Like rich chocolate cake, really moist, with some creamy chocolate icing, with some powderiness and some saffron. Like, that's what this smells like to me, and I want to wear this more. I received this for Christmas, and I absolutely love this fragrance. Another one I have, I believe, is discontinued, and this is Nina Ricci La Extase Rose Absolute, and this is said to smell like Oud Satin Mood. I don't have that fragrance, so I don't know, but both of them were made by Francis Kurkdjian, and I haven't smelled this in like 2 years. So this to me is kind of like wearing a brand new fragrance, something that I really need to get reacquainted with, and I'm super excited about wearing it. So I don't know if I said that this was on the tray, but Letta is coming back on the tray, the Oris 22. Yes, I want to wear this some more in February. I love it. Next, we have Center of Attention from Juliet Perfumes. This is their version of La Capitale, and as you can see, y'all, I haven't really worn this, and I want to get acquainted with this fragrance. I want to know what it's about. Do I really like it? Do I want to keep it? I don't know. So this is why that's on the tray for this month. Next, we have YSL Libre La Parfum. This one has always been my favorite from the ones that I've smelled. I have this one, I have the Intense, and I have the original. I do want to smell that new one, but this is another one, like, I really need to get reacquainted with it. I love this because it has the honey and the ginger in here, and the way this is blended, I remember thinking, like, this is just absolutely incredible, but I need to get reacquainted. The last time I wore this fragrance, I feel like my nose isn't where it is now. Like, I've changed so much in my fragrance journey that wearing this may be a new experience for me, so I'm super excited to wear it. Next, we have Atelier Cologne's Vanille and Scentsy, and this is another one that I just need to get to know. I feel like this gives me Angelique Nior. Is it Angelique Nior from Guerlain? I have an inspired version of it, and it reminds me a lot of that fragrance. It's a different type of vanilla. This is not your gourmand delicious type. So I'm super excited about getting to know this fragrance. So next we have Kayali's Musk 12. I have a decant of this, and I'm super excited to finally have a full bottle. And this is, to me, like your skin but better scent, kind of powdery, musky, sweet, lipsticky vibe a little bit. It's just so perfect to me. And you can also layer this with anything to just give it that little to it, but or just something clean in the background. I love this fragrance, and I want to wear it this summer. I mean, in February. And I know some of these fragrances are not winter fragrances, but y'all, I'm over heavy, hard hitters all the time. Like, sometimes I want it, sometimes I don't. So another fragrance is Imaginary Authors Whiff of a Waffle Cone. And this is another, it smells like Monte Cassonade. I haven't smelled this in a long time, but I'm getting Monte Cassonade. It has vanilla, heavy cream, salted caramel, amyris, orgeat, Saigon cinnamon, and ice cream shop. Is that a note? Somebody tell me, is that a note or a vibe? Tell me, Imaginary Authors, what are we trying to give? Because ice cream shop, and I don't know, but we are going to be wearing that. I'm going to be wearing this. Why do I keep saying we? I'm going to be wearing this in February. Vanilla Oud from the Oudgasm collection. Y'all, I actually wore this in January. This was hitting. It was hitting hard. It's, oh God. Okay, if you didn't see my video ranking these, this was number 2, but I think this is number 1. I love this. This is so beautiful. It has matured into such a beautiful vanilla scent with that saffron. Oh my God. This is hitting. It's hitting hard, and it's going to hit harder in February. I need a full bottle of this at a discounted price. That's what I need, and I'm going to get it. If I have to wait and stalk Kayali's website, Sephora, somebody, give this to me at a discount. I need it. I want it. I'm loving this fragrance. I forgot to mention that I love it in January, but it was good. And it actually reminds me of this new one, which is also on the tray because I want to compare them some more. Vanille Leather from BDK. I have this decant, and they smell so similar, you guys. If you smell, shoot, that could have, y'all, what was, it's late. Let me hurry up and get off here. I almost poured all this perfume out. Jeez. They smell similar. They remind me a lot of each other. Let's move on. That would have been, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, the next one is Michael inspired Devotion from D&G, Dolce & Gabbana. And my brother just really like freaked out about it. And I said, you know what, let me pull that out. And it actually smells better than it did when I first purchased it. I got it when it first came out, and I'm getting more of a beautiful vibe than I did before. Like, I've always liked it, but smelling it through here, I think I'm really liking it more. And this is a Valentine's Day contender, you guys. So yes, I'll be wearing this in February. Okay, you guys, we have Milk Bold, and this was inspired by Latanya Gibson Bowman. Hey to both of you, the Latanyas. Hey, y'all. But I was speaking with Latanya about Lost in a Dream, and she said it reminds her a lot of Milk Bold. And smelling it through here, like, I totally get it. And I haven't worn this fragrance in a very, very long time. This is me shopping my stash again, needing to get to know my fragrances, getting reacquainted with this fragrance. So we're going to see how I feel about this, if I still love it, if it's given what it gave, or if I'm getting the smokiness now, because a lot of you guys say you get smoke. I don't get the smoke. Is it just that I don't want it, or I don't get it? Whatever it is, I've never smelled smokiness in this fragrance ever. So we'll see, but I want to wear that in February. And then the last fragrance, you guys, is Fève Tonka from Boucheron. And I actually wore this in January towards the end, and I need to wear it again. I really enjoyed this fragrance. I thought it was going to be like BDK's Velvet Tonka, and they kind of remind me of each other some, but this is kind of giving me root beer, and it's giving me a little more nuttiness in a very good way. Like, I really enjoyed this fragrance. This is a strong little fragrance, y'all. This fragrance isn't playing games. So this is kind of like more of a grown and sexy fragrance to me, and I want to explore it and get to know it more in February. Did I forget anything? Let me see. Oh, right in my face. I have a decant of Doza from Narcotica, and I do want to wear this in February as well. I need to get to know it. Ooh, shoot, this is strong. Y'all, I smell cinnamon and what is that? Musk? It's something animalic, dirty, like in a sexy way. Very dirty, like Strange type dirty. Oh, dang. Okay, yes. I had to come back to earth. This one's, that whole experience was good. I don't remember it smelling like that when I first got it, but this smells sexy, y'all. Okay, and then I have this decant of Covorts that I want to wear. I got this from Max Aroma, so I need to, it smells so good, y'all. It really does, so. And I have a decant of Chinatown. Hopefully I can wear all of these fragrances, but here it is here. I got this from Ade. Thank you very much. And I'm going to be wearing that in February. So, okay, you guys, so that's it. Those are the fragrances I plan on wearing in the month of February. Of course, that's not every single thing, but these fragrances will definitely get some love. I enjoy shopping my stash. It has been so much fun. Have you guys been shopping your stash? How has that been for you? What are you guys wearing in February? I really want to know. And until we meet again, guys, remember how blessed and highly favored you are. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.